time for Mars. Now you'll notice it's not the full 168 hours for a whole week, and I can explain why. I've actually got some real-life duties to attend to this afternoon, so I couldn't record at my usual 12 o'clock time. I had to record a couple hours earlier. So anyway, we figured we'd have a lot of money. Boy, were we right. 637.9 quadrillion made in the last week. And what does that mean? It means we got a ton of stuff that we can do. I mean, seriously. I mean, that's just right off the bat. And then we can take that up to 100. I mean, see, right? I mean, it's just crazy. You know, and you're not going to make a ton of money off that. I understand that. But it's just nice to be able to do something. You know? See how many of these you can ramp up. See how we're at 37? It's just a lot of money. And now we're making even more money, but we're not going to be able to enjoy it because it's time to check the investors. Now, keep in mind, with these angels, it takes 100 billion angels to do anything. We only have 562, so I don't know. Even the angels here you can't do much with. So, how many do you think we had? I said my guess was that maybe we had a few thousand. I don't know. The answer is 7,082. Wow, that's actually pretty nice. 7,082 angels. Can't ask for much more than that. That's pretty good. I'm very excited about that. Well, okay. Sorry. I misspoke. Check that. Make that 7,124. What happened? Oh. Heck portals. Alright, so let's cash in. 7,686 angels. And we can't do anything with them because, well, it takes 100 billion to do anything. So let's just enjoy this. Now, if you remember when we first started, it took 1 penny. You only made 1 penny. Now we've got enough angels where we make $1.70. So that's a pretty good increase. It seems weird to say that, but it is. You know? Alright, here we go. And we can get the manager now. Hello, Mr. Red Dirt. And of course, you know, you just basically can buy these in blocks, and every 200, the amount triples. That's one of the good things about the Red Dirt. All the way up to 4,000 Red Dirt. Every 200 you buy triples the amount that you're making. See that, up to 110. Up to 137. Now, every 5th time, it doubles the speed instead of tripling the amount. I'm cool with that. Look at that. Just cruising. Let's get some more managers. Let's get some more managers going. Let's get some more things making some money. And then let's times 33 that red dirt. Oh my goodness. 57 million. And we're just keeping on cruising. Up to 2,000, which puts us at 736.9 billion in a split second. That's pretty good. Go ahead. Continue to buy our undercard there, or our overcard, if you want to call it that. The Marsies up to 491 million itself. That's pretty good. We got up to 3,000. Remember, we bought a bunch in the last episode. At the beginning of this episode, before we restarted, we hooked up the 3,000 red dirt, and I really would like to do that again, just to see. But man, that's going to take a lot of money. Of course, it's not taking us very long to get there. So managers, we can get the manager for that, and we can buy the first 100 bundles, and times 33 on the Marsies. Wow, 16.2 billion now, and we can do the same thing on the men. 827.3 billion coming off that. Now we are just in the stratosphere. In the stratosphere. Look at how fast it's growing on the red dirt. 83.5 billion a split second. And once we get $29 trillion, which ain't going to take very long because we're almost 25% of the way there already, we're going to be able to triple that up, and it's going to be $250 billion a split second coming from the red dirt. That's how fast it can come when you're rolling like this. It's unbelievable. So, this is one of the things that I really love. Really, but let's do this first. 32.7 trillion now on the Buggles, thanks to that little multiplier, which allows us to do that, and that makes the time faster. We're going to go up there, and now, as you can see, the left side is a lot stronger than when we first started, even after buying a whole bunch of stuff coming off the other side, so that's pretty good. Manager-wise, we can get the heck of a guy to run the heck portals. That name cracks me up. And we can also get Sister Act to run the ambassadors. So we've done that. Now, what does this do? We can buy 10 heck portals. 20, 30, 40, 50. And that's going to crank around 196.6 trillion every minute. A lot of money coming in. The next unlock on the Buggles is at 150. So, I mean, it takes it up to 98 trillion. That's not bad, folks. So we're just kind of cruising around now, getting ready to go up to 200 Buggles, and I think that increases the speed and not the amount. But as you can see, we're already right back where we were. Now 200 Buggles, we're ahead of that curve. Can't ask for any more than that now, can you? We can also buy our first ambassador. Now what's interesting is now we have the ambassador manager, which means it's just going to keep running no matter what. So it's nice to see that. And as you can see, we're already just starting to pick up pretty quick on that because of the money that's coming in our other ventures. With the Marsies, we get another 3.33 times. So it's all just kind of cruising if we allow it. Woo! Look at that. Both of those cruising up. Kind of scary to see how quick that's going. And we just keep bumping things up here. We're trying to get up to 10. If we get 10 ambassadors, it multiplies it by 6. Which, there we go. Now it's making 4.6 trillion every 3 or 4 seconds. I mean, honestly, pretty good deal. I mean, you can't really ask for more than what we're getting right now. It is pretty impressive. The Buggles at 250 get their next bump. So, that's a little ways to go. Men get times 5 at 500. That is really close. So let's get that. And that is actually looks like it's times 5 on time. So now it's cranking around every couple of seconds instead of every 10 or 12 seconds. That's pretty good. So we're rolling right through on that stuff. Let's see, the next upgrade is the heck portals for a quadrillion. We got a good chance at that. And that'll times 33 on the 235 trillion that they already make. There it is. 7.7 quadrillion. And of course that's more. If you remember, we bought up to 100 of what we originally had. And 100 heck portals wasn't even making that much money before we restarted with the Angels. So as you can tell, we are cruising. Bump that up to 9 and then boom. So we're almost ready to go there. Heck portals up to 90, ambassadors up to 30, and they get another times 6 at 50. So that's going to lead to a whole lot of shaking going on when it comes to the money that they're going to be making. And we're getting ready to bump up the red dirt again, which will get it up. Man, probably close to 900 billion? Something like that? 900 billion sounds about right. We're going to find out. 913.3 billion to be exact. So that is where that is. And of course, we always want to try and get an idea of how good it'll be once we start that profit margin. So let's double it up. Looky there, 23.3 quadrillion. That, and you can do that, you know, we can keep that going for a little bit. But that's a lot of money, folks. Looky there. Such a beautiful thing. Do we have any managers? No, not yet. No, not yet. So that's kind of where we're at right now. We're going to let that 29-second timer run out now, which means I'm really, honestly tempted to let that timer go through and at least get, let's try to at least get one more heck of a bit, because it's 181.7 quadrillion. There's a lot we can do with 181.7 quadrillion, such as get the braincation manager and at least the first 10 braincations. Not to mention add some more ambassadors. So, I mean, overall, it's just a really smart move to go ahead and cash some of that in now. Very important. So here we are. Boom! 181.7. Isn't that wonderful? You gotta love it. And now we got our first braincations running. 11.6 trillion. Nothing there yet, but we got the manager. The Marsies go up. Look at that. 2.9 trillion a split second on the red dirt. 3.135 trillion on the Marsies in less than a second. And everything seems to be rolling right along. Just can't, I mean, it's a pretty good deal. Add 30 more ambassadors. 250.9 trillion every few seconds. Pretty impressive run. We are set up for what I really believe is a week that is going to be massive. And we're going to be able to, here, the headquarters just cleared again. How do you like that? We're sitting pretty. Now the next upgrade is until 12 quintillion. We're quite a ways away from getting times 33 on the ambassadors. And I mean, it looks like we're going to be able to pick one or the other. Triple up the Marsies or triple up the red dirt. And it looks like the red dirt been a smarter move. 9.187 trillion a split second. That is gorgeous. And look, already 1,800 angels ready to come on board. And we're only a few minutes into what'll be an entire week to gain angels. So I see us making a run. Will we get over 50,000 angels? Will we make a run at the 100,000 angel mark? I don't know. But we are set up for a big run on Mars over this next week. What can we do right now? Well, let's up the Buggles. I told you the Buggles got another bump at 250, and there they are. Sitting pretty good there in their own right. So you can't, but look at the ambassadors, 1.67 quadrillion every few seconds. It is just running through. We're going to be able to add 10 more braincations. And that puts us in a position now where we're basically 5 away. We're just 5 away, but one costs 19 quadrillion. So I don't think we're going to be able to get that first little times 3 on the braincation for the next week. And that's all right. You know, we just have to understand that there are things. Now, one thing we can do is buy 30 Marsies, which gets that next 3.33, gives that 10.7 trillion. And all we're doing is upping our potential. upping the potential. Oh, here we go. We got it. We ended up getting the 5 braincations anyway. 87.5 trillion. And now we got our first triple up on it. And that's a pretty good spot. We are in a very good position. No doubt about it. I'm very excited about where we're at. I'm still buying 10 blocks as they come available on some of these that aren't uniform, but that's okay. But yeah, looks like Mars is set for the next week to make us a lot of money. And as you can see, we were already in the quadrillions in the career. But now, we've made more or as much in just this episode than we had made in the previous 2 episodes combined. 720 quadrillion made just in the time that we have been in this little on the air. Nice, very nice. And as you can see, we have ourselves a little bit of run on the Marsies and the Buggles. And the funny thing is, the Buggles, we are really on the edge of the Buggles getting yet another little bump. What is their next bump? ×2. I think it's a time and not a money. Either way, it makes it a lot more impactful. It makes it a lot more interesting. So what we'll do is here in 20 seconds, we'll get the money from the head portals. And we will finish out up to 300 Buggles. Put the rest in Marsies and call it a day. And it sounds like a pretty good plan to me. I don't know about you, but we're going to be sitting here making quadrillions. I think we're going to make a run at somewhere around 25 to 35 quintillion by next week. I'm pretty excited about that, actually. Yep, it did. It cut the time in half. That's wonderful. And I can't complain. We're 10 Marsies away from hitting even 1200, though it's not going to do us any... Well, it might do us some good. I think it'll cut the time in half, but I'm not exactly worried about it. Of course, really, we're only about 8 seconds away from having it because of how much money and quickly turnover the ambassadors are giving us. So let's do that, and we're out of here. Boom! This has been Big Daddy on Mars. Pretty much having a fun day, racking in some cash. Enjoy your weekend. We'll be back on Earth on Monday from Adventure Capitalist. And stay tuned to the channel. If you're new, hit that subscribe button because you just never know when we may drop another video or 2 over the weekend. So hang in there. Have a great weekend. We'll see you later. Take care.